With over 200,000 registered voters, the situation is similar. Security beefing up because of the aspect of the number of registered voters that could swing these particular results to any side. So what we are waiting is a final announcement of the voting, the vote cast in this Kirinyaga Central, and we'll be giving you more updates from this particular region. And just as you can see, I'm all in scarves, a very chilly morning, but that does not, so to speak, disrupt us from following up on the live proceedings as we get them from this particular region and bringing that information to our viewers as it emerges. Back to you, Victor.
All right, Gladys, before I let you go, just to clear the air and to, to allay some of the rumors that have been going around social media since yesterday, what is the race like between Purity Ngirishi and Anne Waiguru? Let's just narrow it down to those two.
It is, allow me if I could use the word bumper to bumper or neck to neck or neck and neck. There is a very small difference between the vote announced in Kirinyaga Central as well as India. But in India, Purity Wangui Ngirishi is ahead with around 1,000 votes. And in this particular region, because in Kirinyaga Central, you'd hear an announcement from a particular polling station, and the difference is around 50 to 100 votes. So it's really a battle. And when you speak about Mwea and Kirinyaga and Gishugu, Anne Waiguru comes from Gishugu constituency. And so somehow we expect that probably she might get a huge number of votes from that particular region. And also Mwea is also one of home turf of battlegrounds or a stronghold for the independent candidates. So it's really a thin line between who is going to carry the day, and we have to wait for the final tally, because as it stands, one goes ahead with 1,000 votes, and after an hour or two, the other one takes the lead. So it's really bumper to bumper, Victor. But that notwithstanding, there's also the issue of security. And when we spoke to the returning officer in charge of this particular county, she says that members of the public ought to ignore fake reports going on social media, because at some point you'd find members of the public celebrating whatever political wing they're aligned to, and she says that would really not somehow reflect on the total turnout or total tally of the votes. And members of the public and Kenyans at large should indeed wait for the final announcement from this particular region to indeed understand who has carried the day in that particular seat.
Jacob Kioria has a question for you, but before then, there were some allegations yesterday again on social media, and for the sake of clarity, I think it came from Governor Anne Waiguru that was some ballot boxes which were allegedly being taken somewhere. Clarity on that, as well as the question that is going to be asked by Kioria. Kioria?
I actually wanted Gladys for a minute paint for us the picture, because you talk about Kirinyaga and the incident there. Paint for us the picture of what transpired at Kirinyaga.
Sure. Let me first take Victor's question first. And Victor, you are asking about, kindly?
Yeah. On social media yesterday, there were some pictures and allegation of a statement which was put out there by Governor Anne Waiguru of some ballot boxes which were allegedly being sneaked into a polling station through some back door, quote unquote. Would you please clarify about those two or those ballot boxes?
Yeah, sure. There was actually some bitter exchange on social media between the governor and the independent candidate seeking to get this particular gubernatorial seat. And at Kirinyaga in Gishugu, there were allegations that actually two ballot boxes were there was some attempt to sneak them into the constituency tallying center, and that particular issue was intercepted at some point. But from the information from the police and the sub-county police commander in the region is that there was some mishap, and indeed that was not an attempt to somehow to get to maybe rig the election, but there was misclarification on where those particular boxes were coming from. And from after consultation and verification, they really indeed got to understand that those particular boxes were coming from a particular polling station, but it is the manner in which the ballots were being brought at the constituency tallying center that raised the alarm. But on the issue of Curia and the aspect of mood and what transpired, we really witnessed a couple of issues. Security was heightened. We had deployment of the security personnel at Gishugu constituency at Kianyaga, and that particular exercise happened at around 8 p.m. in the night, and we had members of the public from different political side. We can't really ascertain whether they were for Ann Mombi Waiguru or for independent candidate, that's Purity Ngirishi, but members of the public were outside the gate, and the members of the police force were deployed around to ensure that there are no premature celebrations into this particular voter turnout. But so to speak, on matters, Governor Mombi Waiguru alleging that there was an attempt to rig, the returning officer in this particular constituency tallying center says that is quite almost impossible, owing to the fact that the final tally is being done at the police station. And so any attempt to try and probably swing the vote on the constituency returning officer is almost impossible. Victor, you can hear at the back, is the returning officer for Kirinyaga County communicating that he will be announcing the final tally of Kirinyaga constituency, and he is asking members of the agents of various candidates to just remain calm, as he'll be making that particular final announcement of how the voter turnout and indeed the voter tally was carried out.
Gladys Mungai, thank you so much. That is a good clarification on matters that we've been seeing on social media.